Welcome to the Walking Through the Word podcast with Pastor Dale Everest. This journey through the scriptures is dedicated to helping you understand God's truth and how to live out that truth in confident faith and loving obedience. We pray this podcast blesses and empowers you as you advance His kingdom. Get ready for the Word to change you.
Well, hey everybody, Pastor Dale here. Welcome to another Walking Through the Word podcast. Our wisdom word for the week, Proverbs 29:11. A fool gives full vent to his anger, but a wise person holds it in check. Again, Proverbs 29:11. A fool gives full vent to his anger, but a wise person holds it in check. Here's our poetic paraphrase. Some things make you really mad and tempt you to explode. You want to say all that you feel and angrily unload. But wisdom tells you to calm down, take captive what's within, for that will keep your heart at peace and hold you back from sin. Once again, some things make you really mad and tempt you to explode. You want to say all that you feel and angrily unload. But wisdom tells you to calm down, take captive what's within, for that will keep your heart at peace and hold you back from sin. So meditate on the wisdom word for the week and memorize it as the Lord leads. Our worship word for the week, Psalm 136, 1-4. Oh, give thanks to the Lord, for He is good, for His mercy endures forever. Oh, give thanks to the God of gods, for His mercy endures forever. Oh, give thanks to the Lord of lords, for His mercy endures forever. To Him who alone does great wonders, for His mercy endures forever. What a glorious psalm. Descriptive praise, thanksgiving to God for His enduring love and mercy. And I've really appreciated our time in this psalm over the last few days. Let's go to our Psalms reading today. Psalm 137, 1-4. Psalm 137 is a psalm of Zion and an imprecatory psalm, a psalm of imprecation, of judgment against evildoers. This is a longing for Zion in a foreign land. By the rivers of Babylon, there we sat down, yea, we wept. When we remembered Zion, we hung our harps upon the willows in the midst of it. For there those who carried us away captive asked of us a song, and those who plundered us requested mirth, saying, Sing us one of the songs of Zion. And he says, How long shall we sing the Lord's song in a foreign land? So this Song of Zion is also a particularly impassioned, imprecatory psalm. Although no author is named, the psalm clearly shares with the book of Lamentations the despair of those who suffered the destruction of Jerusalem by the Babylonians in 586 BC. The troubling psalm is one of deeply felt emotion. Its pattern is as follows. Number 1, weeping in Babylon at the memory of the destruction of Zion, 1-3, longing for Jerusalem and the restoration of songs of praise, a song in praise of God, 4-6. Number 3, desiring reprisals against Edom and Babylon for their destruction of Jerusalem, verses 7-9. We'll come back to the second half of this psalm tomorrow. Our Proverbs reading today, Proverbs 29, 2-4. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when a wicked man rules, the people groan. And boy, we see that, don't we, around the world, and we see that in our own nation as well. Verse 3, whoever loves wisdom makes his father rejoice, but a companion of harlots wastes his wealth. It's very reminiscent of the lost son who gives himself to prodigal living. And then verse 4, the king establishes the land by justice, but he who receives bribes overthrows it. Now, a good leader establishes wherever it is he leads by doing what is just. But the one who receives bribes, who gets favors to do what people want him to do, he overthrows it. And then let's go to, Let's go to Revelation. Let's go to Revelation chapter 9, verses 1 to 12. Our word for the day is entitled, How Long? And that's going to bring us to the book of Habakkuk. But let's go to Revelation chapter 9. Then the fifth angel sounded, and I saw a star fallen from heaven to the earth. To him was given the key to the bottomless pit. And he opened the bottomless pit, and smoke arose out of the pit like the smoke of a great furnace. So the sun and the air were darkened because of the smoke of the pit. Then out of the smoke locusts came upon the earth, and to them was given power, as the scorpions of the earth have power. They were commanded not to harm the grass of the earth, or any green thing, or any tree, but only those men who did not have the seal of God on their foreheads. And they were not given authority to kill them, but to torment them for 5 months. Their torment was like the torment of a scorpion when it strikes a man. In those days, men will seek death and will not find it. They will desire to die, and death will flee from them. The shape of the locusts was like horses prepared for battle. On their heads were crowns of something like gold, and their faces were like the faces of men. They had hair like women's hair, and their teeth were like lions' teeth. And they had breastplates like breastplates of iron, and the sound of their wings was like the sound of chariots with many horses running into battle. They had tails like scorpions, and there were stings in their tails. Their power was to hurt men 5 months, and they had as king over them the angel of the bottomless pit, whose name in Hebrew is Abaddon, but in Greek he has the name Apollyon. Abaddon means destruction, both of these names mean destruction or destroyer. One woe is past. Behold, still 2 more woes are coming after these things. So, when we look at chapter 9, it says, I saw a star fallen from heaven to the earth. That, maybe a demon, maybe Satan himself, or an angel serving God. The bottomless pit is the interim jail for certain demons. It is also the place of origin of the beast. Furthermore, it will be the place where Satan will be imprisoned during Christ's reign. That's for 1,000 years. Satan will be cast into this bottomless pit, chained and cast into this pit. After the 1,000 years, all the unrighteous dead will be judged who are in hell, and then the devil and all of his demons and all the unrighteous dead will be cast into Gehenna, the lake of fire, where they will be forever and ever. Locusts or grasshoppers were greatly feared in ancient agricultural societies because they devoured crops. A plague of locusts wiped out what was left of Egypt's crops. Joel 1:2 that we read tells of an invasion of locusts, and this is leading to the day of the Lord. And we don't exactly know what the Apostle John is seeing, but we know what it is that what he's seeing will do. And then it talks about those who have the seal of God, since no harm is to be done to the grass or any tree, just unbelieving people who do not possess the seal of God. So God is preserving his people in the midst of meting out judgment on others. This is going to be a horrible time on the face of the earth when this time comes. And woe unto those who do not belong to Christ, and hopefully many will come to faith in Christ during this very, very tumultuous time. All right, we'll come back to more of that tomorrow. Let's go to the book of Habakkuk, and our word for the day, how long? Here's an introduction to Habakkuk. O Lord, how long shall I cry and you will not hear? Habakkuk was unique among the prophets in that he asked questions of God. Most prophets were filled with messages. Hear the word of the Lord, they said. Even if everyone doubted the Lord's word, the prophet would still believe. And if the prophet did have any misgivings, he kept them to himself. But again, Habakkuk was different. To raise these questions was, for our sake, part of his message. His questions were, why does evil in Judah go unpunished? How can a just God use a wicked nation like Babylon to punish his chosen people? Habakkuk wanted to know, just as we do, what God was doing and why. There seemed to be too much evil among the righteous and too much freewheeling power among the wicked. God did not strike Habakkuk down for these questions. He answered him. The Lord himself will establish his kingdom. He will hold all people and nations accountable. The present may be filled with wickedness and chaos, but the future belongs to the righteous, the truly righteous. God will bring in his kingdom, give rest and salvation to his children, and judge his people's adversities. So we go to chapter 1, verse 1. The burden, or the oracle, the prophecy which the prophet Habakkuk saw. How long, O Lord, shall I cry and you will not hear? Even cry out to you violence and you will not say. Why do you show me iniquity and cause me to see trouble? For plundering and violence are before me. There is strife and contention. Strife and contention arises. Therefore the law is powerless, and justice never goes forth. For the wicked surround the righteous. Therefore perverse judgment proceeds. Look among the nations and watch, is the Lord's reply. Be utterly astounded, for I will work a work in your days, which you would not believe though it were told you. For indeed, I am raising up the Chaldeans. So he talks about how he is going to bring about judgment and justice in the land. And he talks about the Babylonians. And then in verse 12, he says, Are you not from everlasting, O Lord my God, my Holy One? We shall not die. O Lord, you have appointed them for judgment. O Rock, you have marked them for correction. You are of purer eyes than to behold evil, and cannot look on wickedness. Why do you look on those who deal treacherously and hold your tongue when the wicked devours a person more righteous than he? Why do you make men like fish of the sea, like creeping things that have no ruler over them? So he says, first of all, why don't you judge evil? Secondly, why would you use even people more evil to judge evil? And then he says in chapter 2, verse 1, I will stand my watch and set myself on the rampart and watch to see what he will say to me and what I will answer when I am corrected. I know I'm not seeing this entirely rightly. And it says, then the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain on tablets that he may run who reads it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it will speak, and it will not lie. Though it tarries, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. Behold, the proud, his soul is not upright in him, but the just shall live by faith. Here's what I want you to see. It's okay to ask the Lord, what's going on? How long is this going to go on? When are you going to set things right? God's not afraid of your questions. He's never afraid of your questions. And he's going to give you answers. It may not come at the moment you desire it, but it will come at the moment that you need it. It will come at the moment that you need it. God has an answer, but never lose heart and never forget that God is the righteous God who always does what is right. But remember, he showed mercy to you. Give him time to show mercy to others as well. But in due time, God will answer, make it clear, and make it right. God bless you. We love you. Have a great day in Jesus.